Hello, good morning students. Today we start with today's thought. So today's thought is here, our world is built on biology. Our world is built on biology, and once we begin to understand, it then become a technology. Okay. So today's topic is mammary glands. Okay. So these mammary glands is also known as breast. Okay, these mammary gland is also known as breast, or these are the accessory glands in the female. Okay, these are the accessory glands in the female. These are 2 in numbers. Okay, so these breast is prominent during the puberty age. During the puberty age, or this puberty age in female is 12 to 14 years, means these breast or mammary glands start to develop from 12 to 14 age when puberty stages start, or they grow up to, they fully develop during the pregnancy time. These breasts are fully developed during the pregnancy time, and these breast growth stop during the menopause stage. Okay, stop during the, and their growth is stop during the menopause stage. Okay, menopause is the stage in which menstrual cycle becomes stopped. Okay, so that phase is called the menopause. Means these breasts start to develop from the puberty age and fully develop during the pregnancy time, and these development stop after the menopause, during the menopause stage where menstrual cycle becomes stop. That place these breasts stop their work also. Okay. Hello, good morning students again. Now we discuss the location of the breast or mammary glands. So these mammary glands are the fat deposit tissue which is located on the ventral surface. Okay, so mammary glands are located on the ventral surface of body in thoracic region. Okay, thoracic. Second things, these breasts are located between second and seventh ribs of the bone, or we can say these breasts are located between the axilla or sternum bone. Axilla or sternum bone, you know, sternum bone is a front bone which is a part of the, suppose this is the rib cage. So sternum bone is that place, axilla. So these breasts are located between the sternum or axilla bone. Okay. Now the mid prominent part of the breast, the mid or prominent part of the breast is called the nipple. Okay, nipple consists erectile tissues. Nipple consists erectile tissues, or nipple consists erectile tissue. Okay, nipple consists erectile tissue and flexible tissues, or flexible tissues and flexible tissues. Okay, flexible tissues. near the nipple, a darker region is present. Near the nipple, a darker region is present. This darker region is called the areola. Okay, so this near base of the nipple consists sebaceous gland. Sebaceous gland, or this sebaceous gland is known as the Montgomery. Okay, this sebaceous gland near the base of the nipple, or we can say areola region, consists of sebaceous gland. This sebaceous gland is called the Montgomery. Okay, this sebaceous gland is called the Montgomery, or this Montgomery gland secrete a fatty substance. This Montgomery gland secrete a fatty substance. It secrete a fatty substance which is called which makes the nipple flexible. Okay, so this is about the breast. Now we discuss the structure of the breast. Hello. Now we discuss the structure of the mammary glands or breast. So each mammary glands or breast consists lactiferous tissues. Okay, lactiferous tissues. This lactiferous tissue is differentiated into 15 to 20 lobules. 15 to 20 lobules are called the 15 to 20 lobules. Okay, 15 to 20 lobules. 15 to 20 lobules. Okay, so this is the lobule. 15 to 20 lobules. These lobules open into a sac-like structure. This sac-like structure is called this is the lobule. Okay, 15 to 20 lobules consist in each breast. 15 to 20 lobules consist in each breast, or these lobules open into a sac-like structure. This is called the mammary alveoli. This is called we represent here by the red color, mammary alveoli. These mammary alveoli secrete milk. Or their secretion comes into the mammary ducts. Their secretions comes into the mammary ducts. The broader region of the mammary duct is called the ampulla. The broader region of the mammary duct is called look at this is the broader region. So broader region of the mammary duct is called the ampulla. These mammary ducts these are the mammary ducts. So these mammary ducts open into a lactiferous ducts. These mammary ducts combine together and form a lactiferous duct. Okay, form a lactiferous duct. With the help of the lactiferous ducts, milk come out from the breast. Okay, milk comes out from the breast. So secretion of milk through the breast is called a reflex action. Okay, so this is the structure of breast, and I also explained to you about the breast. Okay, one thing is important here for the growth and development of the breast. For growth and development of the breast, which hormone is responsible? Okay, so for growth and development of the breast, estrogen and progesterone, both hormones are responsible, or these hormones secrete through the ovaries. Okay, so these breast start develop from the puberty age, and these breasts completely develop up to the pregnancy stage, and their development is stopped during the menopause stage. Okay, the milk which is secreted first time from the female. Okay, the milk which is secreted from the female during the pregnancy. So first milk is called the witch's milk. WIT, witch's milk. This is the first milk which is secreted during the pregnancy. This is called the witch's milk. Okay, so this is the first milk. Okay, first milk which is secreted during the pregnancy. This is called the first milk. Okay, clear here? Or secretion of milk, synthesis of milk for the hormone responsible is called the prolactin hormone. Okay, for the secretion of milk in the mammary duct, responsible is a prolactin hormone. Prolactin hormone. Okay, thank you, friends.